Hey, future millionaires and budget babes.
It's your girl Kerri, and welcome to my money tree. Here we learn to master our money through completing budgeting, cash envelope stuffing, savings challenges, and having motivational money chats. If this sounds like a vibe to you, hit that subscribe button, join the family so we can grow together. So today, we are going to complete our 2024 goals.
It's been so long since I posted a video. I'm so sorry that I've been MIA all of December, and now here we are mid-January. I needed to take some time to regroup with my family, get my thoughts together, get my finances in order. I was a little overwhelmed with Christmas, but I have been staying on track with my budgeting. So I will show you very quickly that I haven't used my whole spreadsheet like in my previous videos that I created. I literally didn't have any ink, so I just flipped open a blank page, and I just wrote the date from my check that I received and wrote all the bills that were due within that pay period, how much I needed, and then whatever was left over I was using for like home supplies or things that I would have normally cashed off my envelopes with. So for now, I'm going to stick with that strategy because it's simple, straightforward, to the point, and it's less stress and struggle for me. So the only tip I can give you here is do what works for you. I am a disorganized, organized person, if that makes sense. I like some kind of structure and need some kind of structure, as we all do. But I think when it's too structured for me, it becomes overwhelming, and then I tend to not do it. So this way works better. So in the next video, I will be budgeting my next check that I received. But for this video, for today, we are going to work on our 2024 goals. It is better late than never. I know we're halfway through January, but that's okay.
So really quickly, before we start the 2024 goals, I just wanted to give myself a pat on the back and some credit for the achievements that I accomplished in 2023. So I would say my word of the year for 2023 was educate. I spent almost all of my time while I was working. I drive for a living, so I was in the car for, full time every day, and I would listen to podcasts, audiobooks, YouTube videos, and I would just educate myself on anything and everything to better myself, anything that was of interest to me, whether it be diet and nutrition, spirituality, financial literacy, anything at all. So during that time as well, I worked on fixing my credit, and I have gained over 110 points on my credit. So I believe I started out with, last year it was probably like 580, and it is now up to 680. It may have been a little lower than that. But yeah, so I definitely achieved that goal. I also achieved my goal of opening a Roth IRA through my job. I learned how to budget my finances, and I shocked myself that I was able to save over $2,000 when I thought that I was maxed out with every paycheck and that I didn't have one penny for any kind of savings. So it just goes to show that when you do budget correctly, that you can save. So yeah, let's get into this 2024, the 2024 goals. So for this year, my word of the year is execute, because I also learned that you can only read and listen to podcasts and learn about things so much before you can't learn anymore. You have to actually just implement it, execute it. You have to do it. And then you actually learn the rest of what you need. So this year is all about execution. Okay, so let's start off with my first category, which is health. So health is wealth, and without your health, everything means nothing else. So although my channel focuses on improving my financial health, I want to strive to be the healthy, wealthy person I'm meant to be as well. So to start, I want to eliminate sugar, gluten, and processed foods from both my diet and my family's diet. I want to break free from the typical American diet that keeps us sick, overweight, and unhappy. I was gifted an amazing book by my Aunt Kerri. Her name is Kerri as well, so shout out to you. It is called Gut and Psychology Syndrome by Natasha Campbell-McBride. I will link it down below in my description. But in this book, she talks about the role that nutrition plays in preventing and overcoming disabilities in adults and children that many Americans face to this day and that continue to grow in numbers. So her work focuses on disabilities such as like autism, A.D.D, A.D.H.D, depression, and schizophrenia, and how they are directly linked with an unhealthy digestive system, which is caused by the foods that we eat. In her book, she explains all of this, but most importantly, she also goes over how these disabilities can be reversed through a diet that supports healthy digestive systems. It's an amazing book, 10 out of 10. I highly recommend you read it, even if you or a loved one do not suffer from any of these disabilities. It is a very educational and different perspective on the health of your digestive system, and it's really easy to understand, and it's a great starting point for anyone who is looking to just begin being healthy, even if they're not sick, like myself. Another amazing book I recommend is called Glucose Revolution. I'll have the link in the description down below. Her name is Jessie. I can't pronounce her last name, so I'm not even going to butcher it. But she's known as the glucose goddess, and she stresses the importance of not only what we eat, but the order in which we eat and when we eat. So I also will link a interview that she had done on the Diary of a CEO's YouTube channel. She is so refreshing, educational, easy to understand, 10 out of 10. I highly recommend you watch it or read her books. I also am incorporating intermittent fasting, eating just one meal a day, into my routine. There's many benefits to this as well, but overall it just helps remove any cellular waste and toxins from your body, decreases blood pressure, inflammation, blood sugar levels, cholesterol, reduces the risk of cancer, type 2 diabetes, and just helps you live a longer, healthier life overall. I am not a health expert, so I do suggest you research these on your own and do what works best for you. This is just what I am going to incorporate into my lifestyle. And of course, we can't forget to incorporate exercise into my routine as well, to help strengthen my muscles and bones, reduce the risk of disease, build stamina. You know the drill. Next is adding a 20 to 30 minute walk after dinner time with my family and my dogs. This is one of the tips that the Glucose Goddess gives, is to add a 10-minute walk after each meal, and that helps aid in digestion and avoid glucose spikes. So, great way to incorporate healthy habits with minimal effort. And we can't forget about our mental health as well. So, of course, I had to add my yoga and meditation in there. There are so many different kinds of yoga practices that it's a great starting point for anyone, whether you're a couch potato or a professional athlete, and it will help build strength, awareness, and harmony in the mind and body. And lastly, I want to dedicate our Sundays to our day of rest. It's so easy in this busy world and overstimulated life that we live to get caught up in our to-do list, and we forget to take time to just be. So Sundays, I want to take time to reset, relax, unplug from the internet, and dedicate the day to spending it with family and worshiping ourselves, each other, our relationships, the universe, and just showing our gratitude for all of the blessings that we have.
Now for wealth. So I want to complete another emergency, emergency fund of $1,000. Okay, so also for wealth, I want to get 1 month ahead in bills, and that would be approximately $2,500. I also want to, let me see, I want to pay off any debt, but this is not including my student loans. That is a whole nother beast that I need to reevaluate in a few months what I want to do with that when my finances are in a better situation. So we're going to hold off on doing anything with the student loans for now, but I want to pay off the rest of my debt. I don't have much debt. I believe it's definitely, I think it's like under $3,000. So, and I already have a layout, so I can do a debt confessions video if you guys want. Yeah, so, okay, so I want to pay off the debt that I have. I also, I'm going to put this under home, but we are going to be working on our home, fixing it up so that we can have it, what's the word, reappraised. So in order to do that, and also to save more money, we want to rent our basement, and that would cover our mortgage and maybe some. So our basement is finished. It does need some work though, and I would like to add a bathroom down there. So yeah, so wealth, rent, basement, that would give an increase in our income, or at least it would eliminate a major debt for us, which is our mortgage payment each month. And let's see. So next is home. Like I said, I want to have our home reappraised because we want to move. So there's a few different paths that we can take. We can either fix it up and resell it, or we can fix it up, have it reappraised, and then cash out and refinance it and use that money for down payment for our new home or land, and then rent this property out, which we're more than likely going to do the second option because we want to hold this as an investment property. But again, everything is in God's time and what he has planned for us. So, but for home, the things that we need to get done here, first we need to clear out our garage. My husband has been holding on to many unnecessary things for quite some time. And again, now in his healing journey, he is ready to let go of any and all old things that have been holding him back. So super excited to do that, but it is definitely a task. So clear out the garage, and Then there's a bunch of stuff that we need to upgrade or just have fixed in general. Upgrade 4, reappraisal. I hope that's the word, appraisal. Have it appraised. Reappraisal. The roof needs to be sealed. There is a slow leak. And what's the other word? Brick pointing. And some brick pointing done. We would like to have all of the floors refinished. They are hardwood floors, but they're in horrible shape. We have a mirrored wall in our dining room, and where the leak is from the roof, we had to take one of the panels of the mirror off. So that needs to be fixed. We need about 4 new doors hung. One on the bathroom, a couple closets. Oh no, one on the bathroom, one on my bedroom, the basement, and the closet in the living room. We need to add new wallpaper going up our stairs. We also need the kitchen. We need to buy a new stove and refrigerator. And we also need to paint the cabinets. We painted them quite a few years ago. Oh, I forget what the brand is. If I can remember, I'll post a picture here if I can find it. But it worked awesome when we redid our kitchen about 6 or 7 years ago. So I want to use that same paint, that paint brand to repaint our cabinets, but this time instead of them being brown, I want to paint them white. And then the basement, like I was saying earlier, we want to add half bath, and the floors need to be finished down there as well. And then our bedroom, we need to get a new bed and like a bedroom set. We need to reset our bedroom up. So, bunch of stuff to do for the home. We'll get there though. And then family. Okay, so we want to have dinner every night together. Now, this seems simple, but you would be surprised at how how easy it is to slip into everybody just grabbing something on their own at different times and sitting down, upstairs in their room, on the couch, wherever, watching their phone, and we're all being disconnected. So I want to make dinner time a family time again, back to having conversations and no phones and stuff like that. Bedtime by 9. Again, this seems easier said than done, but it always seems like it winds up turning into 11, 12 o'clock. I don't know how, but it does. So we need to get back in a better routine. I've said this in so many videos and I still haven't done it. I need to set up the chore chart and like a behavior kind of rewards chart. And that's just for my younger kids, to keep them on track, to keep them motivated so they know what they're doing when they're supposed to be doing it. It's just going to be helpful all around for all of us. And we have to work on a better homeschool routine.
We currently use the Me Academy online curriculum, and it has been great so far. It's just I need to be more organized with the paperwork and printing out the assignments and staying on top of our schedule. And I also want to incorporate more reading, independent reading, into their daily routines.
I need to add extracurricular activities for all three of my kids. I would like to put my boys into boxing, and not because I want them, in a ring beating the crap out of another kid or vice versa, just so that they can learn to hold their hands and defend themselves. So, extra curricular activities for kids. And I would also like to do a date night at least once a month. Just put once a month. And then let's do fun. So fun. I put this because everything in my life is always so about everybody else and, so serious per se, that I need to start doing things that are for myself. So I would like to learn how to sew. Now these are not out. I'm not going to be able to do all of these. Hopefully I will, but honestly I don't think I'll have enough time, because this year I'm really want to be super focused on getting my finances in order and beginning building, our legacy and building brands so that we can have multiple streams of income coming in. But again, I do still need to have time to decompress and to do things that I enjoy. So learning how to sew would be one of them. I also want to learn gardening, because when we do have land, I'm not sure how I want to work the land, what we want to do with it, but I for sure want to grow something of our own. I want to eat organic, locally grown food and meat and such. So I'm a city girl. I don't know anything about gardening, sewing, anything having to do with country organic living. Like, we grew up ordering pizza, living in the city, drinking beer. I definitely enjoy ceramics. So whether that be, oops, I spelled it wrong. Whether that be taking a class or maybe purchasing ceramics for ourselves and having a ceramic painting night here at the house. Not really sure, but that for sure is something I used to love doing when I was a kid. I also would love to learn to play the piano. I don't know why. It's just something that has interested me, but I've never jumped on the opportunity to learn, or so that's something, or some kind of an instrument. I think it would be awesome too to get my kids involved playing some instruments as well. And also photography has always been something that has crossed my mind. I don't know much about it. I've never, played around with photography, but I just know that there's certain things that I have an eye for, and I'm like, and I say to myself, like, oh my God, that would be such a beautiful picture. Like, I can literally imagine myself taking pictures of certain things that I see. So, yeah. So photography. And there was a bunch more. I don't remember now, but these are like the main things that I think of that I would love to learn right now. And then business. So what do we have for business? Okay, so for business, for YouTube, I would love to hit 1K subscribers. And I would also like to have a better schedule. I need to come up with a routine to add this in with my week as well. Being able to film and then edit. My boys also want to have a gaming channel, and I'm trying to figure out and learn how to edit gaming videos, which has been kind of difficult for me because I don't know much about the gaming, and then editing on top of it, it's just been very difficult. Yes. Oh, thank you. Then okay, so that's for YouTube. My husband and I want to open a mobile car detailing business. So we have the truck and most of the equipment to get started. We just have to buy some more things and set it all up, and then he's ready to get out there and start that up. So that is definitely something that I'm going to film, and I'll keep you guys updated and let you know how that's working out. We'll see how that goes. Open car detailing business. And with that, we want to save up money from this to purchase used cars from the auction and, fix and flip them, to build up more money to purchase nicer vehicles to put on Turo, and then with all this extra income, also have money or save that money up so that we can have a down payment for a multi-family real estate property. So there's quite a few things. So we want to use all this to save up money. So open the car detailing business, fix and flip used cars, and put a couple we'll see. I want to put a car on Turo and see how it works because I've heard many good things, but I need to try it for myself to see, if it's worth all the hype that people say. So car or cars on Turo, and then also down the line purchase our first multi-family property. So yeah. And of course I need to set the business up so it's legit with websites and register it with the state and start all that kind of stuff. So we're going to definitely have our hands filled. I'm so excited though. This is definitely going to be our year to execute. And I'm going to keep you guys updated on the journey. I'll let you know what works, what doesn't work, and we'll see how it goes. So thank you all if you've watched till the end. I'm so glad that I am back. Leave a comment down below. What are your 2024 goals? Have you set them yet, or are you still procrastinating like me? Hopefully maybe you could even have done your goals with me. So I will see you in the next video where we will budget the next check. Until next time, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.